Welcome back to the channel that updates the most exciting and shocking episodes of the hit show The Young and the Restless. Today, we will bring you to a special story, a shock that shakes the entire Newman family when Claire accidentally discovers a shocking secret: Victor is the one behind her kidnapping when she was a child. But the shock does not stop there, because what happens after that discovery is a journey of revenge that is cruel, cold, and calculated to every detail. Let's explore with us the entire dramatic developments of this family storm. One day, like any other at the Newman mansion, Claire is helping Nikki rearrange the family's old art gallery and drawers. While cleaning, Claire accidentally discovers a strange picture frame hanging upside down on the wall. Curious, she took it down and found behind the plywood an old envelope, the paper yellowed, Victor's strong, sharp, signature handwriting. The note clearly outlined a plan: the child must be taken away at night. All contact with Victoria must be cut off to prevent leaks. Leave no trace. The child is a political threat. Claire was stunned. Every word burned into her mind. She could not believe that the man the whole city revered, the head of Genoa City's most prestigious family, was the mastermind behind her loss of childhood, living in fear, torment, and pain at the hands of Jordan. All this time, Claire had believed that she was the only victim of a madman, that her suffering was the result of a sick conspiracy. But the truth was even more cruel: the one behind it all was Victor, her own blood relative, the one who was supposed to protect her. After many days of being in shock and pain, Claire quietly faced Victor. No tears, no words of reproach. Just to gaze straight into his heart, as if to strip away the moral shell he had worn for so many years. Victor did not deny it. He only said that it was all to protect Victoria and the family's reputation. But for Claire, that was not a reason, but a cowardly excuse. She had been sacrificed as a pawn on the chessboard of power. Not acting rashly, Claire decided to take revenge ruthlessly, not with blood, but with the slow and painful collapse of the empire Victor had worked so hard to build. She started by infiltrating Newman Enterprises through Adam, the son who had always been despised and pushed aside by Victor. With intelligence, empathy, and a shared pain of being hurt by her own father, Claire made Adam an unofficial ally. The information Adam provides is the key to Claire mapping Victor's power and vulnerability from within. Claire launches the Hope for Shadows project, a charity that helps victims of kidnapping and childhood psychological abuse. But the real goal is to expose the dark secrets that Victor has hidden for decades. Through a network of media, investigative journalists, and the support of several disgruntled shareholders in Newman Enterprises, Claire gradually brings to light the cases that Victor has arranged, from hiding the sins of relatives, threatening witnesses, to manipulating public opinion and using political power to kill opponents. Nikki, Victor's loyal wife and softest heart, begins to waver when she reads the documents that Claire left behind. Documents with Victor's real signature, recordings of conversations with his men in the past, and especially the diary entries that Claire's mother wrote in despair. Nikki can't deny the truth. She leaves the mansion, carrying a broken heart and an old photo of Claire as a baby, a photo she once thought wasn't real. Victoria, the biological mother Claire longs to be close to, can't accept the truth. She's devastated to learn that she was the reason her father attacked his biological daughter. Victoria's heart is torn between her love for her father and her daughter's pain. Claire doesn't blame her mother, but she doesn't try to comfort her. To her, everyone is partly responsible for their own misfortune. Meanwhile, Victor begins to be isolated. Shareholders are suspicious, the media is hounding him, his children are shunning him. Nick even launches his own investigation. Noah refuses to see him. Abby doesn't answer her phone. Newman Enterprises is shaken when Claire broadcasts a recording from a shareholder meeting. Victor's gravelly voice is heard on an old tape. The child cannot survive in this family if we want Victoria to survive in politics. The cruelty in those words broke down the moral wall that Victor had built for years. The vote of no confidence was carried out, and Victor was forced to resign under internal pressure. For the first time in his life, he had no control over anything. Claire was not happy. She did not celebrate. Every step of revenge was just part of the journey to regain herself. But she knew that when Victor fell, it was not just the fall of a man, but the awakening of an entire empire built on manipulation and lies. However, Victor was not someone who could be defeated easily. From the shadows, he began to fight back. Claire discovered that she was being followed. Her personal computer was hacked. Some shareholders who had stood by her suddenly withdrew. The funding of Hope for Shadows was frozen. But Claire had anticipated this. She has stored all the data on multiple independent servers, every piece of evidence, every document is backed up and secured. Not only that, Claire also makes a bold move, she registers to run for Genoa City Council. As a representative of the voice of the victims of the system of power abuse. Her first speech on television moves the whole city, but it is also a direct blow to Victor, the man who used politics to remove her from Victoria's life. In the end, Claire is no longer a victim. She is a survivor who rises from the ashes, carrying the coldness of someone who was abandoned and the determination of someone who refuses to give up. Victor understands that Claire is now a reflection of the biggest mistakes of his life and the only person who has the power to destroy him in a way no one else has, with the truth. The battle between Claire and Victor is not over yet. But what's clear is that the Newman Empire is shaking to its core. And while Victor struggles to regain power, Claire continues to walk as a leader of a new era, no longer bound by the past, but using the past to create the future. Thank you for following this breathtaking journey to the end. If you find this content attractive and want to continue to update the most dramatic developments of The Young and the Restless, don't forget to follow and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any upcoming dramatic moments. Goodbye and see you again.